Hello everybody, here I'm gonna starting about first of that scammer on the diplomatic, who call themselves diplomatic of the rid of the world or the government workers people or that, for people who and then also the scammers, and then different scammers who created the FB or Instagram account or other internet account in the name of diplomatic people we know, or president or leaders or people in the government, and then how they use. Okay, let me start it. Yes, hope my video will help you. Okay, thank you. There are so many scammers on the Facebook and on the Instagram and then all over around the world. People those scammers they create, Facebook or account, Twitter or Instagram and the other accounts in the name of the diplomatic people, leaders or people in the government, Yes, let me say example. I'm gonna say example. Example is not true, always true, but I'm just saying example. Don't misunderstand me. Get my point of what I'm gonna tell you. Yes, one person will create the Facebook, will create a Facebook account, Instagram account in the name of President Joe Biden, of President of USA. Yes, and then he will send a friend request to many millions people. And then many millions of people on the Facebook or Instagram or internet, they will think it is President Joe Biden, like that, or it is President Uhuru Kenyatta, President of Kenya, or you would think it's President Nyusi, like that, yes, or or your president of the country who President Emmanuel Macron, President of France, like that, or other president or other leaders, or they think it is a queen or king, like that, of Belgium, or of you can other, queen and king, princess or prince, all of that. You understand? That person will send friend request so many million and many million people from around the world or from Africa that will start accepting that person. And then without you contact that person on the video call to check whether this is the President Joe Biden, is this President Uhuru, or is this president, is this queen or prince or king, like that, is this or is this the Navy Army Forces of USA or from Western country or from Africa country or from that, without checking first. Then they will just accept it. Later on, that person also will use the photo of Joe Biden, of queen or king of the country or the army forces, or you can use President Uhuru Kenyatta, photo, or Alfredi Governor Mutua, like that, photos and all of that, you know what I mean? And then he will start sending requests to men or women. Let me say that if it is a scammer from, they don't care who they can, whether it's a scammer women, he can send friend requests to women and the men in still, or whether it's men, he can do the same. So let us say he send friend requests to you, women of Africa or other women. He will start saying, hello, how are you? Can you tell me a bit about yourself? I am Joe Biden from USA, or I am President Uhuru Kenyatta, or I am the king of, of this, I'm the queen of this country or this, I'm Navy Armed Forces of USA or Australia or UK or Africa or country, or do you know what I mean? Or I am Governor Alfredi Mutua, all of that. And then they will start, you will believe, and then he will start saying to you, she will start saying, oh, I really love you, I want to get married to you, can we know each other, please? What? Please watch out, that is a scammer, watch out. The higher level people, diplomatic people, they cannot start that, or they cannot be able to do that, remember, yes? And but some women who doesn't know how to protect themselves from those scammer or men from the scammer, then the heart will rejoice, and then they'll say, yeah, I'm gonna start to, Joe Biden or President Frani, or maybe, President Uhuru, maybe Alfred Government, or King of Belgium, or King of, UK, or Princess of, for example, I'm just saying example, yes? And they say, oh, he's gonna leave his wife or get married to me, or he's gonna get married to me, or I will be called the prince, I will be called the president's wife, I will be called the all of that. And then the heart will rejoice. And I say, yeah, I'm gonna get married to the Navy Army Forces of, Chief General of the Army Forces of, of America, of Australia, of Canada, of what. And then even some people that might call, they might open the Facebook account or Instagram account or other account in the name of, the General of the United Nations, Guterres. And then they will start sending university and then start asking donations. Yeah, and now I'm gonna be friendly with the General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres. Yeah, now I'm very happy. Some of them, they will start asking you silly things like, oh, can we be in a relationship? Can we know each other so I can get married to you? I'm the chief of General of the United Nations, all this. It is not the really. It is not the real chief of the general of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, who is telling you that is a scammer. We call them first love, that is scammer. They are using those higher level diplomatic people name and the Facebook and the photos and the send friend request and the lying to you people who you don't know, who you don't know, who doesn't have mind like me, who knows all of this. And then later the person will start asking, can you donate money into United Nations? Can you donate money? Can you give me $200 or $100 so I can help the refugees? Or can you donate this money to, it can help the USA people? Like, oh, I'm Joe Biden, please. Can you give me this money? Can you click on this website? It will help you, or then I'll get married to you. I will do this, or I'm queen or king, then we'll get married if he did it. And then the women who doesn't know how to protect themselves from scam or men, they will agree, and then they will rejoice, or even they can do on the Alfred Governor Mutua on the Uhuru Kenyatta, and they will say, I am Uhuru Kenyatta, I am Alfred Governor Mutua, can you please donate this money on this website, please, to help Kenyan, or to help this, or I can we in love, get in love, know each other, all of this, and then many women from Africa, that will start just, yeah, I'm gonna get married to Governor Alfred Mutua, yeah, I'm gonna get married to Uhuru Kenyatta, I will take him from his wife and all of that, oh, I will be rejoicing, oh, I will be what? Their heart will start rejoicing. Remember, that is not Uhuru Kenyatta. He cannot do that. Please, don't think him. He's he have his wife. He cannot do that. Alfred Mutua, Governor Alfred Mutua, he will never do that. He will never ask that kind of stupid thing, to you, or even Joe Biden, or even the king, of your country, or other country, or the higher level. No, that is the higher level people that they are not in that. They cannot do that. Please, that is the general of the United Nations of Army, of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres. He will never send friend request and started asking you that, or the mayor of your countries, or mayor of USA and other, or the other countries, the army forces, who they would never send that kind of stupid, things. That is a scammer who are using their name and their photos into those diplomatic people, so, and then send friend requests for so many, and asking money, and as fast having that scam, and think it is, you don't know mind, and then but it is not them. If you don't be careful, and then you give them money, when you give them your money, or when you click on the website that they tell you, then later on you will start crying. Joe Biden has stolen my money. Oh, he stole my money. Oh, Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of United Nations, has stolen my money. Oh, President Uhuru Kenyatta has stolen my money. Alfred Mutua has stolen my money. Oh, the King of Kenya has stolen my money. Oh, by lying me, he loves me. Oh, he wants me. Oh, by lying me, all of this. And then you will start crying later on when those scammers, they have steal your money in the name of those diplomatic people, or in the higher level people, into the higher level of pastors from around the world, and then later you will ring the current affair in your country or police or your government that you will say this was a scam. This is not the this is not the really president of the United States. He cannot do this. You know, this is not the really king of Belgium or the UK or for any other country around. He cannot do this. This is not President Uhuru Kenyatta. He cannot do this. This is not Alfred Governor Mutua. He cannot do this. This is a scammer who been using their Facebook account or Instagram account, then creating in their name. And then, you know, this is not the armed forces, the general of armed forces or the armed forces of USA or Australia or Canada or other countries, you know, who been do this to you, this is not the person, this is not the pastor who did this to you. It is a scammer who been using their photos and you know, and then open the account in their name, in those diplomatic people's name, and then start asking money from you, want to steal from you, and then they steal your money in their name, and then, you know, and then steal a lot of many people's money from around the world. Later when the police or your government tell you this, you will start to cry. Why did my money go disappearing? Like that. And then even some, how can I say so you can understand me? Even some women, you know, they will get traumatized. They will get traumatized, even get stressed. Even some men get traumatized. And say, I'm not going to get married to any man anymore. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to get, men are terrible, you know, like that. Or I'm going to get men, I'm not going to get married in my life. I'm not going, because of this, they've been scammed, you know, by scammers who've been creating a Facebook account or Instagram account or other internet account in the name of the general of the armed forces or the army from different countries in the Western countries, or from, or who've been calling themselves the President Joe Biden or the United Nations the Secretary General Antonio Guterres and the other presidency, you know, and the other mayor and the other governors or from around the world, the people, you know, the diplomatic people or higher level people, you know, and all of that. So do you hear it? So please always be careful, be very careful. How can we catch these people? How can we catch these scammers who are using the name, who create a Facebook account or Instagram account or other internet account or other website, create a website in the name of this diplomatic higher level people and they send friend request to you and then start lying for you and then fast enough that is coming their name and all of that, and when it is not them, when it is not the real people who we know, you know, how can we catch them? Don't click on that website. Please report it to your police or to your government. Don't listen to what they are telling you. Second, call the person on the video call. Talk to that person on the video call and see, is this the really, is it really diplomatic who you know? Because if it is, you know, if it is a really diplomatic higher level person, let me say, if it is a really diplomatic higher level person who wanted, you know, somebody, he will come and speak with your president or your government that I need this rider, I need this person, or maybe he will find your contact number and call you and then say, I would like to speak to you on the video call, and then that person, that diplomatic person, he will speak to you or she will speak to you on the video call, and then you will see whether it is him or whether it is her. That's the good way you can catch scammers, and then you can see whether it is the real person or it is not the real person, who really diplomatic person who you know, who you doesn't know. So always make sure you use the video call. Yes, video call is number one. It will help you to know whether is this the real person you know or who you know, is this not the real person. Always make sure when you speak with that person on the video call, make sure you record that video. Make sure you take a screenshot of that person who you are speaking to. Always, yes, so that can help you if that person, you know, whether it's a scammer, you can know whether it is a scammer, then you can report that person to, you know, to pass to your government or all of that, yes. Another thing is I would like to tell people, remember not to answer the call. Sometimes there are government killers from different countries around the world, or from government who you don't speak with, you know. who you do against or all that. They might ring you and then try to say they want to talk to you. Please do not talk to those people. Do not tell your information in details to anyone or tell anyone where you live. You know, people who you do not give your passport number or your identity or your phone number details on all of those things. People who you don't know really where. Do you listen to me? It is not right, because if you send your passport to person who you don't know and then person who you don't know really where, these people that can use your passport to steal other people's money and or you use other people's things. Do not give your card number to a person who you don't know. You are not allowed to give your card number to people, you know, to outside of your country. Only you can give your card number to a person who you know really where, who you been see face to face. Like I can go to the bank and then to my bank and give them my card number. I can go to my police station. If I need my card number, then I can give it to them. I know it is a police station. If it is a president, you know, of the country, I can go and see him face to face. Or if it's the governor, I can see him face to face in his governor office or where we can meet if I know him. And then I can, if I want, I can give him a little bit money or that, or it depends. Or he can give it to me like that, or to you, or these things, you know. That is the way we can, you know, we can catch it, you know, scam in a different way. Do you get me? I hope my video now will help you guys. I hope not many people will get you know, scammed all over around the world by those thieves and then, you know, all of that. I hope so. It will help them to protect you guys. Yes. There are other scammers who might, you know, lying to you so that you can get married to them and all of that, but they just want money from you and then to end their life, and they might kill you, and then once they kill you, they will stay with your money and all your belongings and everything. So be careful if you need a good